Hi Food Heroes, and welcome to another OSU Nutrition Lesson, My Plate series. I'm so excited you are here because today we will be learning more about the grains group. In this lesson, you will learn the difference between whole and refined grains, why we should make half our grains whole, and discover something new. At the end, I will also share some of my favorite grain foods and a Food Hero recipe you can try making at home. So let's get started. Before we begin, let's review what types of foods belong in the grains group. Brown rice, oats, and pasta are some examples. Masa is made from dried corn, and we can use it to make tortillas. Flour is also in this group, and we use it to make other grain foods such as muffins, pancakes, and bread. Do you remember the key message from this group? We want to make at least half of our grain choices whole grains. When shopping, you can look for this label if you are unsure if a food is a whole grain. Some examples of whole grains are brown rice, oats, and whole wheat flour. We are going to take a closer look at how flour is made. There are 6 different classes of wheat. In Oregon, the most common type is soft white wheat. From the wheat plant, we harvest the wheat kernels. These can be kept whole and eaten as wheat berries, or they can be ground up into flour. We can make 2 different kinds of flour, whole wheat flour or white flour. Whole wheat flour is considered a whole grain, while white flour is considered a refined grain. What exactly does it mean when we say whole and refined? Let's imagine taking a single wheat kernel and blowing it up, and then cutting it in half. It would look something like this. As you can see, the grain kernel has 3 different parts. These parts are called the bran, the endosperm, and the germ. The bran is the multi-layer outer skin of the edible kernel. It contains important antioxidants, B vitamins, and fiber. The germ is the embryo which has the potential to sprout into a new plant. It contains many B vitamins, some protein, minerals, and healthy fats. The endosperm is the germ's food supply, which provides essential energy to the young plant. The endosperm is by far the largest portion of the kernel. It contains starchy carbohydrates, proteins, and small amounts of vitamins and minerals. A grain is considered to be whole when it contains all 3 of these parts. A refined grain is a term we use to describe a grain that is not whole. Refined grains came around in the late 1800s when new milling technology allowed for the bran and the germ to be removed very easily. Food like white flour, white bread, and white rice are examples of refined grains made only from the endosperm. At the time, this was a great idea because it allowed grain foods to be in storage longer without spoiling. But soon after, as people began eating only refined grains, they started developing nutrition-related deficiency diseases. Why? Well, remember all those nutrients found in the bran and germ? When we take away these 2 parts, it turns out we are also taking away all the nutrients and health benefits that come with it. This proved how important whole grains are for our bodies, and in response, it became a requirement that refined grains be enriched. This means some nutrients are added back to the endosperm. The B vitamins, thiamine, riboflavin, niacin, and folate, as well as the mineral iron, are included in the enrichment process. Unfortunately, we are still missing out on some of the nutrition benefits whole grains provide us. So what can we conclude? While the best solution is to simply eat whole grains, the enrichment process allows us to make refined grains part of a balanced diet, and why we say, make half your grains whole. One of my favorite whole grain foods is popcorn. That's right, popcorn is a whole grain because it is popped from the whole kernel. I love to eat it with nutritional yeast. My other favorite whole grain is oats. I love how versatile this grain is. You can choose instant, rolled, quick cooking, or steel cut. And they aren't just for breakfast. You can make oats savory, or you can make them sweet. For today's recipe, I wanted to share with you a quick and easy way to make oatmeal overnight. This recipe is appropriately called overnight oats. It makes just enough for one person. The ingredients listed here are just some ideas. You can use any fruit you want or any flavor of yogurt. Make sure you wash your hands before you begin and ask an adult for help. You will want to measure all ingredients into a bowl or cup, mix together, and put in the fridge. It's that simple. You will have delicious oatmeal waiting for you in the morning. For the overnight oats recipe, be sure to check out foodhero.org. There you can also learn more about whole grains, find activities like coloring sheets, and discover more about Oregon wheat. Also, be sure to check out the Whole Grains Council. There you will find a ton of information about grains. Oh, Julius, I almost forgot. Thanks for reminding me. Okay, everyone, it's that time again. What's our joke today, Julius? What did the baby corn call his dad? I'm not sure, but it's a cute little baby corn. What does he call his dad? Oh my goodness. Popcorn, of course. Great job today, Food Heroes. You earned your Grains Group stamp. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.